Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about experiments. Like, so a lot of times when you get into something new, whether it be a new business venture, a sport, getting into anything new, you always say, a lot of people say, I'm going to try. I'm going to try soccer. I'm going to try this business. Um, well, I want to make a recommendation and have you change your terminology, and I'll explain why in a second. But the first thing is your terminology should be more like I'm going to experiment with. So I'm going to experiment with this business, and an experiment is like what a scientist would do. So he would go in, he'd be like, I'm going to go work on this project, and I'm going to record the results and see how it works out, right? So everything you do in life is actually an experiment. It's not really just I'm going to try and then, oh, I failed. No, it's I'm going to go experiment with this, and then here's what results I got. Do I want to continue? Do I not want to continue? What have I learned from it? That's what a scientist does. They learn from every mistake. So a mistake is just a stepping stone. So instead of saying I'm going to go try and then say, oh, well, I failed or whatever later on, that puts a negative spin on everything. So instead, say I'm going to go experiment with this, or I'm going to go experiment with that, and then come back with the results and look through it all and review it in your mind and in a notebook, write in a journal, and say, here's what worked, here's what didn't work, what can I do to make it better, what can I do, do I even want to continue this project? But you need to be honest with yourself. Are you also saying, well, I don't want to continue this project because I'm too lazy? Or are you saying you don't want to continue this project because it doesn't really fit your personality, it doesn't fit your sole purpose, things like that. So definitely make sure you experiment and don't try, experiment. Yoda always said there is no try, there's like only do, which I probably said wrong, but whatever. So don't try, do it as an experiment, and then sit down and go over it all and see if you want to continue doing it or not, and why you think you want to continue doing it or why you don't want to continue doing it. And that way you can actually make a real decision based on your personality and your sole purpose rather than on just the fact that you think you failed. Every mistake, every obstacle, every quote unquote failure is really just a stepping stone and a learning point of how you can move forward. Whether you decide to go a different path or not is up to you, but whether you want to move forward or not, it's all a learning process. So let's say you fail, but you want to keep moving forward. Okay, well, so I failed at a certain aspect of marketing. Let's say it's email marketing went like crap. So you're like, well, it didn't go very well at all. So what do I need to improve that? Do I need to hire somebody to teach me? Do I need to hire somebody just to actually do it for a little bit while I work on other aspects? Anything like that. So anyways, so definitely experiment with things, record the results, figure out what you want to do with it, and move forward. There isn't a fail, it's all a learning. So just take that into consideration, and I hope you're having a great day. Talk to you soon.